Hey everybody, it's Emily. 10 minutes later than when we last spoke. This is week 63. We're talking about the idea of passing and kind of like a trans 101 situation. The idea of passing is a tumultuous topic because many people, myself included, don't ascribe to the idea of a gender binary. And the idea of passing is that how to conform to a gender binary, basically. How to look male or female, or what everyone is told that those two things look like. And it flies in the face of what many people believe, again, myself included. But this video isn't about me. This topic was really supposed to be for guys that are just coming out, guys that are trying to find their footing. And I thought it might be helpful for a partner's channel to kind of give some of their insight, to give some ideas. I actually wrote down some information that Chance gave me. I'll talk about my own experiences in being female presenting and having days where I want to present as more masculine, and my own reasonings for that. So first things first, Amber had a lot of really good ideas. She talked about haircuts. I mean, hair's a big thing. It's the first thing people see when they look at our face is our hair. So I'm sorry, mine is dirty right now. But the first time Chance cut all of his hair off into a more man cut, was when he was 14. He shaved his head and gave himself a more masculine haircut, and he has actually gone to the same hair salon ever since. In barbering and cosmetology, there is a male and a female way to do things. There's no escaping that fact. So they use the male tactics to do his hair. And it's hard, I think, for a lot of guys that are preteen or just have baby faces even, just who present as a little bit more feminine when they first come out, to walk into a barber shop and say, give me a haircut, and they'll give you a female haircut without asking you what you want, because they make an assumption based on the way that you look to them. So I would say find a salon or a barber that you really trust, or if you have a friend or a family member that can cut hair, even better. Or if you don't want to do it yourself, just buy a pair of clippers, set it to, whatever number you want to do, and shave it off, whichever's easier. But hair does play a big part. Going along with that, facial hair. I've seen a lot of guys do a lot of different things, but in my experience with what Chance has said is that it's better to shave your face than have a little bit of peach fuzz, because it makes you look younger, apparently. He has dyed his facial hair darker as it's come in. After testosterone, his facial hair definitely came in, but he has dyed it using men's facial hair dye, normal stuff you get at the drugstore. And that is kind of gives him a little bit more confidence. In order to find out where his hair kind of was growing and however he wanted to shave, we took mascara and ran it over his face, in his beard area. And it showed where the hair was coming in, where it wasn't. Everybody, when they grow facial hair, cis and trans men alike, it doesn't always have to come in even. Like, I know my brother has like patchy facial hair, so it depends on how your face is made. So the mascara really helped Chance to see where his hair was, and then as it grew in more after tea, he dyed it with men's facial hair dye, and it looks nice and natural. That's shaving. Body language has a lot to do with it, and it's not even male versus female body language, it's your confidence. So if you're constantly walking around thinking, oh my God, all these people are looking at me, everybody knows, they're all judging me. They're not. Nobody knows how deep your dysphoria goes besides you. Nobody is looking at you and thinking, oh, wow, that guy's walking a certain way. He must have been born a woman. People aren't as harsh on you as you are on you. And I think that's what I kind of wanted to talk about in this video. A lot of it's going to have to do with confidence. In situations where you have to use the restroom in public, if you want to play it super safe, try to find a family restroom or a single stall restroom. Some places are kind of getting smart and having unisex restrooms. Or if there's a men's room and you have to pee, walk in. Just head up, confidence, walk in like you belong there because you do. And no one's going to say anything to you. Go into the stall, close the door. People are really not going to care as much as you perceive them caring. I hope that helps. It's going to be all about confidence and accepting who you are. Oh, I skipped this part about facial hair. Something to be careful of if you're going to attempt to draw on facial hair is that 9 times out of 10, it's going to look draggy. It's going to look fake. It's going to look like you're doing drag, and it's going to bring more things into question. So I would say if you want to draw on facial hair, that's perfectly fine. Just be totally aware that makeup isn't going to look natural, no matter how talented of an artist you are. It's still going to look like makeup, unfortunately. The best way to do facial hair is going to be the dye on whatever you already have and then sculpt it with a razor. And I'm sure you can get a nice beard going. So my experiences. As I said, I am a cis woman. I present as female. But I have days where I wake up and I am having a boy day. Or I'm simply having a day where I don't want to be seen as just a woman. Because in our society, there's no gentle way to put this. Sometimes women are just seen as a pair of tits, and that sucks. So there are times when I don't want to be just a pair of tits. So I have a binder, and I put on my binder. The best way to put on a binder, I wear a size C cup bra. So this is what I'm working with. I have a size C cup, so it's a little bit larger than small chested. If you're a little bit larger chested, so like C and up, you're gonna want to get yourself a binder with a stronger compression. I have what I believe is a 997 from Underworks. It's a tank top. It's black. So you put the binder on, and then you're going to adjust your chest. You're kind of going to push down into the side, if that helps. Not the easiest way to demonstrate, but think of when you're laying on your back and your chest kind of moves to either side. You're going to want to position them there. It gives a much better, flatter look. Usually when I have my boy days and when I want to escape from my femininity, I have men's jeans, and because I'm mostly hips and I got NAS for days, I buy at least 2 or 3 sizes larger in men's jeans than I wear, so they sit on my hips. They don't sit on my waist like female cut jeans do. They sit on my hips, so you have to get them short if you're shorter. And I layer, lots of layers. It's more comfortable in the winter, clearly, but I usually wear my binder, a beater, it's like a ribbed tank top, a t-shirt, and a button-up. Those usually help. Like I said, I have a larger chest, so I'm never going to be flat, but nobody's chest is really flat. So don't worry so much about being completely flat. Worry about, if you're worried about your chest, I would worry more about the shape, if that helps. Hope it does. I mentioned me having a binder. Chance and I actually have a few extra binders if anybody's interested. I wanted to throw it out there. Comment or send a message or something. We have an extra small to a small. It's pretty tiny. A long black tank top binder. We have 2 medium compression shirts from Underworks. One's black and one's white. And then we have one Underworks style 997. It's the same one that I have. It's a 2 extra large, which is the size that I wear, and it's a tank top. It's white. If anybody's interested in any of those, let us know. We've had them for a little while, so I'll have to ask Chance. I mean, they're his. I'll have to ask them if he wants to charge for any of them. But just let me know if you guys are interested, and we can pass them along. But yeah, like I said, I could talk all day about the gender binary and how you shouldn't care and how you're beautiful the way you are and everything like that. But at the end of the day, you have to do what you need to do to make yourself comfortable in your own body. And I'm not one to judge somebody for doing exactly that. So if you feel that you need to bind and work on your chest and walk a different way in order to feel more comfortable in your body and to pass, as it's called, then do exactly that. And don't let anybody tell you that you shouldn't be doing that because it's superficial or because it adheres to the gender binary that they don't believe in or whatever. You have to do you. You have to take care of yourself first. So hopefully that helps. There's a book that I'm going to link to below my video. It's called Nobody Passes. It's actually quite a good book. It's a collection of different vignettes from different authors talking about every aspect of the idea of passing, from gender to sexuality to race to everything. When people feel like they need to adhere to a certain idea to pass. So I'll link that below. Great book. All right, I'll see you guys next week.